Would you believe airlines are now paying employees to flag your bags and charge you extra? It's true. Airlines are turning their gate agents into bounty hunters, and I will be exposing how they're ripping you off and how to outsmart them. Welcome back to Park and Post. This is not just a rumor. It's happening right now. Budget airlines like Spirit and Frontier have secretly incentivized gate agents to flag as many carry-ons as possible, even when the bags fit the airline's own size rules. That's right. Agents are earning bonuses for each passenger. They charge an extra fee at the gate. And since there's no limit to how many bags they can flag, some agents are going after every bag they can, forcing travelers to pay last-minute fees with no way to fight back. Even worse, Frontier's own CEO defended this by calling passengers with slightly oversized carry-ons shoplifters. Can you believe that? You paid for a carry-on, but airlines are training their staff to charge you again at the last second. It's a legal scam, and unless you know how to outsmart it, you could be the next victim. But don't worry. In this video, I will show you exactly what airlines don't want you to know and how to protect yourself from these predatory fees. Let's get started. Number 1. The carry-on fee trap. One of the most frustrating and deceptive airline fees is the recent trend of charging for carry-on luggage, something that was once included in your ticket price. Air Canada is the latest airline to follow the footsteps of United and other major carriers by eliminating free carry-on baggage for basic economy passengers. This means travelers who purchase the lowest fare will no longer be able to bring a standard carry-on suitcase without paying an additional fee. Instead, they are limited to only a small personal item unless they opt to pay extra for additional baggage. Passengers traveling on Air Canada's basic economy fare will now be restricted to one personal item. This includes small backpacks, purses, or laptop bags that can fit under the seat in front of you. If your bag is too large to fit comfortably under the seat, it will be considered a carry-on and subject to an additional fee. Larger bags, such as rolling suitcases and travel backpacks, which would normally be stowed in the overhead compartment, are no longer included in basic economy tickets. Instead, these will need to be checked in for an additional fee before going through security. If you try to bring a rolling suitcase to the gate, you will be charged a much higher gate check fee. If you need to check your carry-on suitcase, expect to pay at least $25 $35 Canadian dollars, for the first bag when you do so before reaching security. However, if you arrive at the gate with a carry-on that doesn't qualify as a personal item, you'll be forced to check it on the spot at a much higher fee. $50 $65 Canadian dollars per bag. Many airlines advertise basic economy fares at ultra-low prices, only for travelers to discover later that they must pay extra for standard features like carry-on luggage, seat selection, and even boarding priority. By the time you add these extras, your ticket price may be higher than if you had booked a more inclusive fare. This is why it's crucial to compare total ticket costs, including baggage fees, before booking. These sneaky fees are becoming more common, and it wouldn't be surprising if other airlines follow Air Canada's lead in 2025. This means that travelers must be extra cautious when booking basic economy tickets, as what seems like a good deal could cost more than expected once baggage fees are factored in. Number 2. The hidden dynamic pricing of checked bags. Checked baggage fees have become one of the most unpredictable and frustrating expenses for travelers. Airlines now use dynamic pricing, meaning that the cost of checking a bag is no longer fixed. It fluctuates based on factors like demand, booking time, and even your location or device. This means two passengers flying the same route on the same airline may end up paying wildly different prices for their checked luggage. Just like how airlines change flight prices based on demand, they now use algorithms to increase baggage fees when more people are flying. For example, if you're traveling during the holidays or peak seasons, you could see higher baggage fees simply because more people are checking luggage. This means you might pay $30 for a checked bag in the off-season, but $60 during peak travel times. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips, and share this information with your friends and family. And don't forget to join our free newsletter and become a friend of Park and Post. By signing up, you'll receive exclusive offers and updates. Click the link below to join our newsletter and start enjoying the benefits today. Now let's get back to the topic: new airline fees and what you must know before your next flight. The timing of your purchase affects the price. If you wait until check-in day, or worse, until you're at the airport check-in counter, expect to pay significantly more. Frontier Airlines, for example, charges anywhere from $50 to $99 for a checked bag, depending on when you pay for it. The earlier you add a checked bag to your booking, the less you'll pay. If you wait until airport check-in or boarding, you could be hit with the highest fees when you have no other option. Where you pay also matters. Believe it or not, airlines sometimes charge different prices based on how you book. If you check a bag through the airline's website, you might pay less than if you add it at the check-in kiosk or over the phone. Some airlines even use cookies and track your searches. If they see you repeatedly looking at baggage fees, they may increase the price next time you check. To avoid this, always book in incognito mode or clear your browser cookies before making your final purchase. The U.S. Senate exposed this practice. A U.S. Senate report titled "The Sky is the Limit" revealed that airlines are using these manipulative pricing tactics to squeeze more money out of travelers. The report found that airlines use real-time algorithms to adjust fees, ensuring that passengers pay the highest possible price based on timing, location, and demand. This means you could be paying significantly more than the person sitting next to you, even if you booked the same ticket class. These hidden pricing tricks can cost travelers hundreds of dollars, but there are ways to avoid paying more than necessary. Compare ticket prices that include checked luggage. Some airlines bundle one free checked bag into their ticket price, while others charge separately. Always compare fares using tools like Google Flights to see the true cost of a flight, including baggage fees, instead of just looking at the base fare. Prepay for your checked bag at the time of booking. If you know you'll need to check a bag, pay for it as early as possible. In most cases, the cheapest time to pay for luggage is when you first book your ticket online. Prices tend to increase closer to departure and are highest at the airport check-in counter. Check airline baggage fees directly on their website. Many travel booking sites don't include baggage fees in their search results. To avoid surprises, always go directly to the airline's website and review their baggage policy before booking your flight. Avoid last-minute luggage fees at the airport. If you wait until check-in day or try to add a bag at the airport, expect to pay significantly more. Airlines count on passengers being stuck with no choice, so they increase fees when you're at the airport and out of options. By being proactive and strategic, you can avoid the worst of these unfair pricing tactics and save money on your next trip. Hey everyone, please listen. Whether you're a frequent flyer or planning your next vacation, staying connected is essential. But did you know that connecting to public Wi-Fi can expose you to cyber threats? That's where NordVPN comes in. In places like airports or hotels, your personal data could be an easy target for hackers. NordVPN encrypts your connection, making your data unreadable to anyone who might be snooping. And it's not just about security. Ever found yourself blocked from accessing your favorite shows or even news sites when abroad? With NordVPN, you can easily change your virtual location to access content from back home, seamlessly bypassing geo-restrictions. Plus, did you know that flight prices can vary depending on where you're browsing from? With NordVPN, you can change your location to find the best travel deals, saving you money that's better spent on your adventures. NordVPN offers more than just VPN services. With threat protection, you're safeguarded against malware and intrusive trackers. And if your VPN connection ever drops unexpectedly, the kill switch kicks in to protect your data from being exposed. Traveling should be all about enjoying new experiences, not worrying about your online safety. With NordVPN, you get the peace of mind to explore the world securely and freely. And setting it up is super easy, so you can start protecting your online activities in just a few clicks. Are you ready to travel smart and safe? Check out the link in the description below to get a special deal on NordVPN today. Now let's get back to the topic. Number 3. The gate agent incentive to flag bags. Even if you pay for a carry-on or check bag in advance, airlines have found another sneaky way to charge you extra: by incentivizing gate agents to aggressively enforce baggage policies. Gate agents earn bonuses for flagging baggage violations. Budget airlines like Frontier and Spirit have a controversial system in place where gate agents are financially rewarded for flagging bags that don't meet airline restrictions. Each time an agent catches an oversized carry-on or an overweight checked bag, they earn a bonus. And because there's no limit to how many violations they can report, it encourages over-enforcement. This means that even if your bag is slightly larger than allowed, or even if it fits in the overhead bin, a gate agent may still force you to check it and pay a fee just to earn extra money. Passengers have reported that even if their bags meet the airline size and weight requirements, they were still forced to check their luggage at the gate because a gate agent insisted it was oversized. Since there's no third-party verification process, the agent's word is final. If they say your bag is too big, you have no choice but to pay the fee or leave the bag behind. When Frontier Airline CEO Barry Biffle was questioned about this highly controversial policy, he defended it, claiming that passengers trying to bring slightly oversized carry-ons were shoplifters. He argued that passengers with larger carry-ons were stealing from others who followed the rules. This dismissive and insulting response only added to travelers' frustration, especially since passengers who have already paid for carry-on luggage are still getting flagged unfairly. Now gate agents are targeting carry-on suitcases more than backpacks. Because gate agents are on the lookout for rolling suitcases, travelers who bring a carry-on sized backpack often go unnoticed. Backpacks are more flexible, can squish into tight spaces, and don't stand out as much as a suitcase with wheels. Some frequent flyers even intentionally use black backpacks since the dark color creates an optical illusion, making them appear smaller and reducing the chances of being flagged. Let's talk about the smartest ways to avoid getting flagged for extra baggage fees and unnecessary charges. Weigh your luggage before you leave for the airport. One of the most common reasons bags get flagged is because they're slightly overweight. Always weigh your checked and carry-on luggage at home before heading to the airport. If your bag is close to the weight limit, consider removing some items or wearing heavier clothing to avoid last-minute fees. Follow the strictest baggage policy if flying multiple airlines. If your trip involves more than one airline, make sure your bag meets the strictest baggage rules of your itinerary. For example, JetBlue may have no carry-on weight limit, but if your second flight is on Hawaiian Airlines, which does, you could get flagged for an overweight carry-on on your second leg. Always pack based on the airline with the strictest limits to avoid surprise fees. Avoid the gate sizing bins if you're unsure about your bag size. Airports have metal sizing bins near the check-in counter and at the gate. If you're not sure whether your carry-on fits, do not test it in the sizing bin at the gate. That's the easiest way to get flagged. Instead, check your bag's dimensions at home before leaving. If you're still unsure, test it in a sizing bin away from the gate where agents are less likely to be watching. Choose a carry-on backpack instead of a rolling suitcase. Since backpacks don't stand out as much, they are less likely to be flagged at the gate compared to rolling carry-on suitcases. A black backpack is an especially good choice because the dark color makes it look smaller, reducing the chances of attracting attention from agents. Unlike suitcases, backpacks are also more flexible, allowing them to be squeezed under the seat or into overhead bins without issue. By following these tips, you can reduce the risk of being unfairly targeted by gate agents and avoid paying unnecessary baggage fees. Airlines are making millions off these hidden fees, so being strategic about how you pack and what bag you bring can save you a lot of money on your next trip. Airlines are getting sneakier with these hidden fees, but now you're prepared to fight back. Don't let them trick you into paying more than you need to. Make sure to check baggage fees before booking, compare total flight costs, and always pack smart. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel tips, and check out my next video on more ways to avoid airport scams. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next video.